What is interesting is a lot of you are saying, hey, what is the child's interested in? That is what the child should learn, or we would like the child to learn. Some of you are wanting some academics to be included and some life skills to be included, scientific temperament. Fair enough. We will see how we go about that. Um, what, we were very similar. We were very similar to when we started our journey. We exactly said the same thing. Hey, while my daughter is getting A plus in everything, that doesn't mean that's something that is really up to her interest. Is that what she is interested in? What is she interested in? What would she really like doing the whole day, or whole week, or whole year, or even whole lifetime if we let her do that? And that is when we stepped out. We said, hey, we don't need to fit her into a system somebody created with some subjects, with some processes, just because we have been through it. No. We want to see, can we design something which will fit her, which will start from inside her, when she will say, I want to do this, I want to do that. And that is exactly what Aarohi does. So what Aarohi does is turns the whole thing upside down and says, what is it that you want to do? Right? To every child, in fact to even every parent, but more importantly to every child, what is it that you would like to learn, explore, do? And from there, we start seeing how we can build that, whatever it is that the child would like to do. In that sense, we think that the education somebody should deserve is to whatever brings out whatever is inside them, whatever unique, whatever is their talent, whatever their strength, that should come out. So that is what they deserve, not some standard one size fits all kind of a thing. So what do we do? Very quickly, I'll cover what Aarohi does. We do exactly this. We look at the child's unique passions, strengths, all of these words you already shared, and then we work very closely, very on a day-to-day basis. We work with the child to discover, develop, and nurture these. Yeah. So first, the child needs to discover, and to discover, the child would need a lot of different exposures and explorations. And as the child starts choosing, I like this, then how do you go deeper into it, start developing it? And finally, when the child says, yeah, now I know I want to do this, or I want to do that, and let's say I want to do design, or I want to do coding, or I want to make robots, or I want to do poetry, or I want to do crochet, or I want to play football, whatever that particular, or I want to do adventure sports, whatever each one wants to do. So we say, okay, now how do we nurture that? How do we nurture this child to take that forward, even as a profession? So it's not, we are not just talking about the schooling year. We go right up to the age of 21. That's the age typically till where we work with children. And if you once again think about, hey, what do we need? What does a child need to grow and learn? According to us, in our experience, these are the four things, kind of four stages, but not necessarily or very linear. But typically, the younger children will start with wanting a lot of exposure and needing a lot of exposure. As they are exposed to a lot of different things, they start thinking, what is it that I like and what is it that I don't like, and start exploring them, going a little deeper into that. And by the time they reach the teen years, they will start thinking about, hey, which areas I would like to get expertise into. And then they start getting expertise, a lot of it by working on live projects for the world. So these I'm talking about the teenagers, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old. And by the time they are 18, 19, 20, they start getting into the whole concept of earning money by becoming a professional in that field. Now, obviously, the big news or great news that we have experienced all this while is that the world, the industry, the companies are very, very open to people who have what we call as work certified, who can show them that, hey, I'm already doing this work. I've already done this work, and that's where the industry says, yeah, I want you. I don't need any certificates much. I need you because you have done this work already and you're passionate about it. So that's typically the journey of at the professional end I'm just sharing. And that is how Aarohi works. So at different stages, Not that when we reach enterprise stage we stop getting exposed or exploring. That journey continues, so it's like a together thing. um, so what is Aarohi? Aarohi's contribution to develop all of this. Obviously, the core is the child. So the child will, because the child is choosing something, the child will automatically is highly motivated, highly excited about that particular thing or things, and would do automatically do things with that. So that's where the child-centered part comes. That we would say, okay, so you like these things, so let's see how we can work on these things. And that's when we do the sustained one-to-one mentoring for each and every child, right, on a day-to-day basis. And then there's a lot of group works, projects, hands-on, a lot of different things that we do, or rather the children do, and we encourage them to take up these as and when they are ready for it. And a lot of other things happen, and a lot of people were talking about life skills. Well, that's where we bring in lots of processes, lots of learning methods, because that is the big deal. The big deal is not the domain. I can change domain. I'm sure even in this group there will be people who have left their earlier profession, whatever you qualified for, and moved on and started doing something totally different. So which means the profession per se or the field doesn't matter. What matters is my life skills. How am I confident? Am I a thinker? Am I taking somebody who can take initiative? Am I a leader? Am I emotionally balanced? Am I socially able to connect with the world to get what I want to do, and so on and so forth. So that's where a lot of processes and a lot of methods comes in, which is what we have worked in so many years, and that is what we bring to the child. Yeah. The important thing also is that apart from the child, we work very intensely with the parents. The parents are totally part of it. It's not like parents have sent the child to some place. No. Aarohi is not like that. Parents become part of Aarohi, and not only you contribute, you benefit as a parent, not as your other professional side, but as a parent. So that's so what Aarohi does is very clear. We are not into academic subjects teaching. We are not going to teach math, science, history, geography. For many reasons. One is if a child is interested, anyway the child will pick that as one thing. Suppose a particular child is interested in, let's say, chemistry, okay, or doing experiments in chemistry. So then we don't look at it as an academic subject. For us, that's a child's interest. But for that, we don't necessarily have to teach the child other subjects, right? Whatever that requires, the child will automatically learn. How will the child learn? Child will use all kinds of resources that the child wants. We also don't necessarily prepare children for any boards exams. That's not our strength. If any child needs, there are so many Aarohi children who have done exams also of 10th or 12th or whatever. They may need, let's say, out of 5 things that they have to give exams in, maybe they would need help in 2, not need help in 3. And in those 2, the children or the family seek whatever support they need, tuitions and things like that. As I have already told, we don't give any certification. The child builds his or her own portfolio as they reach the professional stage, and then they get work certified. The whole focus of Aarohi is the child's ability to think, to do, to create, to accomplish, to fail, to succeed. That's the focus, right? We are not going to do it for the child. The child is going to do work for himself. So there is a lot of learning to learn. I think one of you, Krushi was talking about this whole thing about I learn how to learn, right? We also don't believe in special educators or special classes. We think everyone, the world is branding them whatever, but for us, everyone has their strength, everyone, and let's work with their strengths, rather than thinking, oh, this is that kind, that is that kind. And finally, we like we don't work with that we bring in some discipline. We want the child to become a leader, a responsible and empowered person, which we think all children are. Actually, they are. The moment they come in an environment where everybody is equal, everybody is learning, everybody is helping each other, supporting each other, and a lot of intense activities, work is happening because each one is excited about what they are doing. So that this whole thing automatically grows. So that's our experience, and that's what we do. We have kind of 2 options. One is if you want to join, the child wants to join Aarohi at campus. Uh, so you can come, the child can stay with us, the parents can also stay with us for whatever amount of time. So we are not like that parents send somebody. Parents come, we stay, parents stay, and when the parents want to go away, the child is okay staying alone. That works. So that's why we say family at campus. Periodically, you can keep coming. If you want to come a lot of times, you can do that also. If you want to stay for a few months together with the child, that's also. Right now, there is a family from Pune who is staying with 2 children. Mother is staying with them for about 2 months. So she's decided to do like that. So however you want to do, right? The other option that we give is that for people who want to do homeschooling, unschooling, some of you mentioned that, and you want to do it from your home, so we will support you by you join the Aarohi online support, and we all as parents will be supporting each other. And in that little bit your children will be involved, but the focus there is to support you as a parent so that you in turn work with the child. So in your journey of homeschooling, unschooling, you find support of all of us and all the parents here. Plus, we have a lot of other online programs which we can talk about later. Not so important, but we have lots of programs also we do, right? Yeah, I think I can stop here. I just wanted to end with one small thought. One of the things we say to people that especially if you are interested in your child being part of Aarohi at the campus, then come over, stay with us for a week, experience this place, experience this whole approach for a week, or if you're not happy with 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, and then you start thinking whether it's a yes or a no. Right? So I don't think there are places where you can just go and stay. The whole family, not just the child coming and staying, the parent also, because it's important that as a parent also you understand how we work, and you also vibe. See, finally we are all group of very excited and committed people who have been doing this with our own children. So it's not like we have just some. First of all, it's a charitable trust. So we are not trying to make any profits, right? Two, we are in all different ways supporting parents. So that's our main supporting parents and children. So that's our main objective. So when you come here, you have to vibe with all of us, and we have to vibe with you. So when that vibes happen, then everything else becomes less important. Right? So that's how it works.